Hi everybody, it's Cheeky Chap Gaming, keeping it simple. This is the last of my videos in the class version, and I've left this one till last because it's my least favourite really, which is kind of sad. It's the Enchanter. I have played it to level 5, just under 5.5 I'm at the moment. But I'm just not feeling it with this character at all. It's something that doesn't really appeal to me, and I always played Enchanter in EverQuest. But it doesn't feel like the other class is well flushed out. It feels lacking, in my personal opinion. That is, you can see I've got a little bit of kit on me because I'm level 5 now. I've still not got a decent dagger or anything. I'm just on the bog standard. These are just bits that I picked up off of mobs. Bought a couple of bags. You can see I've got a few bob, 81 silver from doing some quests, etc. But the thing that lets this character down, in my opinion, is there's no animation in EQ. You got an animation from like level 3, I think, or level 4. So it would have been nice if we could have had an animation which is like just takes a bit of the damage that you take, because this is really vulnerable. You can see I've got some buffs up here which are going to drop off in a minute. I've been running around doing a few quests trying to get some more coin together to buy a decent weapon, but not about at the moment. So the Enchanter, there are some good things about it. But this would be a great group character. So if you plan on playing in a group with friends and you wanted some crowd control, this is the man-woman thing. And it's kind of like, it's one of them. It's kind of a niche character, and there will be people that want to play this because it is a challenge. It's more challenging than some of the other characters. Like, it's in complete contrast with the wizard that I played on my last video, which was astonishing. I enjoyed every minute of it, and it's just like it's like a nuclear explosion coming out of a finger. It just like eliminates everything that comes near it. Like the wizard in EQ was really powerful, and it is in this game as well. But that's not saying that. Stay at our face. It's got a face like a bandit's wallet. And that's not saying that there isn't a place for this character in this game, because there is. And again, it's a crowd control unit merely. But let's stop digressing here. Let's just go straight into some of the spells like I normally do. Obviously, these spells are down to level 20. Again, they're going to be flushed out for the early access, I'm assuming. I'm going to go through them again individually, and obviously if you want to just pause the video to read what they do in your own leisure, that's great. So level 1, level 1, level 1, level 2, and level 4, so it goes straight from 2 to 4 like some of them do. 5, 6, 6, another 6, another 6, so you get 4 at level 6, 7, 8, 8, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, so that's skull, so 12, 13, 14, 14, 14, 14 is good, 16, 16, 18, 18, 20, 20, 20, I think that's 20 as well, yeah. I think, where's a spell that's quite important to this character? Let me have a look quickly. That's the one there. So at level 10, you get, this is effectively clarity, like in EQ. So this enchant the mind of your target with the Whispers of Sire, increasing their mana regeneration rate by 2 for 45 minutes. So this effectively is a clarity spell at level 10. So unlike the wizard who gets that immediately, this should happen on here as well. I feel that the Enchanter should get the mana regen earlier. If you're listening, Jopper, level 10's no good for this. You need either that, or you need to have an earlier version of that at level 4, because this character struggles to solo. Although none of the characters are supposed to be solo. It's all meant to be for group content. We get that, but there are occasions when you do want to do stuff on your own, and you don't want to be faffing around with the group because you've only got half an hour spare to do some stuff, and that's what this is all about, really. So that's my only critique of this class. I'll just go through the ones that I've got, so like I normally do, so you can see. So as you can see here, we got brain shock. You're thinking about making your brain explode, but it hasn't worked yet. So range 30 meters. You can see the cooldown. Magic. It's an offensive spell. Delayed wound. So inflict a delayed wound after 10 seconds have passed. Deals medium weapon damage. Deals heavy damage if the target is disorientated or mesmerized. So if I mess the target and then hit it with this, it's going to take a bit more damage, which is cool. So that's the spell to use to wake them up out of mez. Force puts your target in an opening gap state for 30 seconds. We've talked about techniques. This is one of the techniques, an opening technique, and it can be manipulated by other players, obviously with their clauses and stuff. Cranial pressure applies intensive pressure to an enemy brain, dealing magic damage every 4 seconds for up to 48 seconds. So it's a dot spell effectively. Cast it once and it'll just milk away at them. While Carneal pressure is active, target's intellect is reduced, so if you fire that at a caster, they're going to have less mana to throw at you, which is cool. Flux, infiltrate the target's mind with chaotic energy, dealing magic damage. Another offensive spell, obviously. Fixate, this is a mez spell. Mesmerizes target for up to 12 seconds, preventing it from taking any actions. Drains a proportion of the caster's mana per second per mesmerization target. Damage and various offensive abilities will break this effect. That's standard procedure. Chance to resist decreases with charisma, so if they've got a high charisma they can resist it. And Gaven's Wild Display releases a surge of chaotic mental surge all around you, stunning up to 4 enemies, which is, if you've got 4 enemies on you anyway, you're in trouble. But if you've got a group of you and you've got a load of mobs around you, then this is a great spell to have. Again, it's a group orientated spell. 4 enemies in an 8 meter radius for up to 2 seconds. So it cannot be resisted. So it gives you a chance to crowd control basically. Arcane Chords, this is just another posh word for root. We've had this conversation yesterday with the, mind you might not have seen the wizard, my wizard video, and if you haven't, shame on you. Shame on you. Go and watch my video on the wizard, it's amazing. It was a 20-minute video that went on for 45 minutes. Like all my videos, they're like short videos that go on forever. Conjuring Arcane Bindings to root your target in place for up to 25 seconds. Damage dealt has a chance to break. Believe you me, it will. And this final one that I've got here, Runeskin. EQ players will be familiar with this. Runeskin is just a passive utility spell. It grants initiate shield that passively builds up 3 stacks. When the Enchanter takes damage, Runeskin will absorb 50% of the damage and lose 1 tick. 1 stack even. Once the stack count reaches 0, no damage absorption will occur, and Runeskin stat will replenish at a rate of 1 per stack every 10 seconds, as long as no damage has been received. So you don't have to keep casting it, which is kind of cool. But I found it to be not adequate enough, really. It just you just get your butt kicked, simple as that. So without further ado, let's go and get some aggro off a mob. I'm going to go and do the cultist camp because I still have that quest on here. You're familiar with that. I've already done this, so I can't do that quest again, unfortunately for you. What's going on here? That's a dwarf, a mage dwarf. That's bizarre, isn't it? Kind of feels weird. A mage dwarf. Don't ever remember ever seeing a mage dwarf in my life. That's the first time. But that's cool because that's what this game's about. This is just for testing. If you want to see what classes and races are playable, then I suggest you go to Pantheon website and have a look. I've linked it on one of my videos, but I'm not in the habit of linking Pantheon videos on my Pantheon website on my videos, purely because if you want to find it, you'll find it anyway. Maybe that's a bit short-sightedness of me, but you know, at the end of the day, if you want to find information, Google's out there. You can find information that easy. What's that there? Someone's dead body. That's a shame. Yeah, if I die now, I'm in trouble because I'm level 5, so I will have to do what they do. I'll have to run and collect my odds and ends, which is not a good thing. There's a mob on this alleyway that I need to kill as well, called Krell. He drops a quest item that I've got. He drops it very rarely, to be honest, but I need this golden needle to finish off a quest. 150 plus 2.25. I don't need the money. And I don't need the XP really, but the XP is a bonus. But yeah, I'm kind of like, I could do with a charm spell, so if I could charm one of these or charm... Oh, here he is. Look, he's just turned up like a bad smell. Let's see if we can give him a quick slap. So first things first, let's stick a root on him. Just stick him on the ground so we can throw a few things at him. So he's coming now. He'll be coming any second. Here we go. As soon as I cast this, it'll break him. There we go. Just keep blowing the hell out of him now. As you can see, my rune skin has decreased because he's hit me 3 times. Could cast, but I want to stab him in the back because I get a lot of pleasure out of that. 3. Get my skill up. There we go. Please give me a needle. Sod off, you bugger. No needle for me. I feel a bit of a prick now. Never mind. This is what it is. All that excitement built up and then no needle. So let's go and kill a few cultists while I've got 2 minutes of health left. This is a shame because that's going to drop my... should have come here quicker. It's going to drop my hit points down. But it is what it is. I've got 81 at the moment. That'll drop to about 30 something off. No, it'll be, I'm level 5, so it'll be 60 I think or something. We'll find out in 2 minutes anyway. So I need to go and kill Priesty. Where are we? There we go. Go and kill. We need 4 of each. These cultists are very hard. I can't see this guy being able to solo these cultists on here. I can see me dying to a cultist, to be honest. And if I get in a situation where I look like I'm going to die, I'm just going to stop fighting them because I don't want to lose a level. I'll get in a group with someone and do this. But I just feel it's very underpowered. The Enchanter, it feels very weak. But you know, in a group environment, it's going to be well, we'll get them on the way back if someone hasn't already snagged them. So yeah, things that I like about this character are nothing really. I don't have any affinity to it at all. I don't enjoy playing it. However, I'm just not. I don't feel the urge to want to play it, which is kind of sad, really, isn't it? But it is what it is, isn't it? It's throwing bricks at me, this toe rag. Let's make him stand. He's not standing. There we go. Wipe him out now. Boom. Goodbye. So that was easy enough, but they are easy. These. But you start them cultists, man. Them cultists give you a smack. Look at that. Nearly out of mana already, and I haven't got a mana regen either. So, kind of. Let's see what my hit points go down to. So they're 60 at the moment because I've took a couple of hits, but as soon as that drops in 49 seconds, it's all over, Vienna. Do. This is going to be a cultist, I think. If it's yellow, I'll be in trouble. Oh, it's an initiative. I'll be alright, I'll be fine. Sit down and get some more mana back quickly. See, the downtime on this character is far more than what it is on the wizard. The wizard have been back in battle now. So I've got 22 seconds with these hit points, so here we go. We're gonna get stuck in straight away. This is gonna ag me if I don't get grip. So here we go. Hit points are going. Hit points have gone. Be interesting to see how many hit points I've got now. Yeah, look, down to 61. So yeah, I've lost 20 hit points. So there you go. I've just looted a patched cloth, which is armor class 5. I got one of them earlier, off the same mob, to be honest. So yeah. Well, that was easy enough, wasn't it? We killed 2 of them, but I haven't seen a. It'll be interesting to see what we're like up against a cultist. I do believe that'll be a bigger challenge. See, that's another initiative. I'm going to say initiative then. Keep saying that. There's a cultist. That'll be yellow. See, I don't see me beating that. I struggle with whites, so a yellow's just going to murder me. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to be fighting that because I know I'll be coming back from my body and I'll be losing like 10% XP, and I just that's how sad it is to say that I don't want to fight this. Whereas when I was playing with my wizard, well, you saw my wizard die here. You saw it was a challenge here, but yeah, it was a challenge as well. But never mind, we'll get down here, kill a few of these mobs, and then I'm going to call it a day on the video, guys. I just wanted to give you a bit of a hindsight into what this is about, and in my opinion it's not my favourite character, like I said. But we'll have a go. Squeals a bit when she dies. Just now this while waiting for the mana to come back. Yeah. So I think if I was in a guild and I was playing with a load of people I know and I group with on a regular basis, then I might be tempted to play this character, but you've got to be wanting to play this. If you're a Enchanter fan, then this is probably the way for you to go. I'm sure that if they introduce animations in early access, I think that might be a way forward, because early doors, this character suffers like mad. It's just a struggle from day one. It just feels like you know, you're going to be up against it. Let's see if I can mez it. I can't mez it because I've got a dot on it, so I can't mez it. So that was a stupid thing to do in the first place, wasn't it? But I'm going to beat this character, no problem. That's not a big deal. These initiates are easy enough to kill. But if that had been a cultist, I'd have got my little butt handy to me on a plate. So I've killed 4 of them guys. I'm not going to kill 4 cultists because I'm just not going to be able to kill one. Unless I can find a white one, then I'll take it on. But I don't think there's any whites around. Let me have a look what's that. That's an initiate again. Yeah. They feel like they're 2 levels higher, even though they're really not. Oh, a white one. See, that'd be cool, but there's a second one stood next to it, so I'm not, and that'll probably be yellow. See, I would have had a go at that if I could have pulled it apart from the other one, but the chances are that ain't going to happen. If I pull the yellow one as well, then I'll be dead. So let's have a look and see if that's a white one as well. See, they're both white. That's interesting. And they're facing each other, so they are an aggro mob. If I mez one, the other one will come. And I won't have enough mana to fight both of them. But I'm rather tempted to have a go now. Purely because we can test out the... I've only got a minute to make a decision. I'm going to have to do it quickly. Let me get some mana back here. We're going to have a go. If we die, we die. It is the way of the world. So I'm going to mez the one on the right and the one on the left will pull. What? Okay, I can't see it. Evidently. I can see that one though. Here comes the other. We're going to have some struggles here, I reckon. Right, so here we go. Oh, immediately knocked down. That's not a good sign, is it? Dead here. Unless I can mez this other one quickly. Yeah, we're dead here. Oh well, let's get away from where they're going to... There we go. Total fail. So there you go, guys. Mesmerising works on a little bit, but yeah, it's definitely... yeah, definitely a challenge to solo this guy on his own, especially with a white. If I'd have had one on their own, I would have probably been able to survive that, but you can see the outcome. So we'll release. I'll run back and get my body in my own time. I don't want to bore the living daylights of you watching me do a corpse run for obvious reasons, but hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Leave your comments down below. It'd be interesting to hear what you got to say about the Enchanter, because there is a place for it in this game. It's just I'm not suited playing it really. I don't really enjoy playing it. If I was going to play a finger wagger, out of all the classes, the Necromancer, maybe the Summoner might be close to the edge, because the pet is very, very aggressive early doors, gets a bit more passive later on. Definitely, the Necromancer, I've been told, comes into its own later on down the line, which is cool. Summoner, but the Wizard for me, out of the Enchanter, the Wizard, the Summoner, and the Necromancer, hands down the Wizard, by far my favourite finger wagger in Pantheon. Now you might have a different opinion, because obviously everyone's entitled to their own opinion, except for when you're on my channel. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't want to start a riot here, just having a laugh. You know, and yeah, I mean, one class doesn't suit all, does it? Which is what the world's all about, really. It's great, isn't it, to have a different people playing different classes. What makes games work, really. And yeah, if I was going to ask myself what I was going to play now, on a personal preference, after saying I wasn't going to put you through the agony of watching me run back from my body, here I am running back from my body while I finish my video off. I'm probably going to play... Oh, it's really hard, you know, it's really hard. I'm probably going to play... yeah, I'm probably going to play the Pally, I think. It was a toss-up between the Pally and the Dialord. And for me... The difference is the lay hands thing, because the Dialord gets the opportunity to I can't think what the scroll was called, live tap. So it's like a Shadow Knight in EQ basically. You get to live tap like a Necro did. So, and you can do that on a regular basis, which is pretty cool. So that, but the Pally's got the same sort of thing, providing you get your readiness up, you can keep yourself alive, so you can pretty much solo mobs after level 6, I think, or level 5 might be. I can't remember when you get that scroll. So yeah, the difference would be looking at the actual skill list. I'm going to try and get a bit of XP back here. It's only very little, but we'll have this. We're going to make this guy pay for my death. He just knocked me over with a stone, the cheeky rascal. Give him a stab in the back for that. It's interesting how you lose all your kit, but you don't lose your dagger. and your torch to still carry on. I'm hoping Krell's walking down the hill as well, because I'm going to give Krell a spanking for losing me, because it's his fault. It's his fault I lost my XP. It's not his fault at all, it's my fault, because I'm useless. But yeah, it's going to be the Pally, I think, for me when I play early access, and I think that a lot of people will play the Pally, or you'll see a lot of Pallys and Dialords knocking around, because they are quite soloable. So if you can't get a group, or you're on your own for a half an hour period, you could manage to knock out a few solo mobs just to get some more XP if you've got 20 minutes to an hour spare. Character like this, you'd have to be fighting a lot of light blues and blue mobs to get any experience on your own, and that could get quite repetitive when you get past 10 or 11. Saying that, I haven't got any characters past 10 or 11, and the reason for that is because I wanted to do these videos. I've not really sat on one character. I've chose several characters to play up to like level 8 to get a feel for all the scrolls that I've actually purchased, and that's given me a bit of a insight. Going to say hindsight then. It's given me an insight into, you know, what kind of balance there are on the classes and the races, and on the race class thing will change in early access. You will only be able to play the race class that are on the website. You won't be able to test like we're testing at the moment. You won't be able to play a dwarf, whatever. A dwarf summoner, I don't think. Or you might be able to. I don't know. I can't remember. I've not looked at the list. But if you go on the list and have a look, it'll show you what class combination race you can play. There's going to be a couple that are not in the game. Like the high elf won't be in. They've got another name for the high elf. The Scar won't be in. You're not going to have a bard in. What else is there? A couple of others. You'll have to have a look, guys, on the website just to see what it is if you're interested. But overall, my impressions of Pantheon in this last 3 weeks that I've played have been 100% better than what they were a year and a half, 2 years ago when I started playing. I was so disillusioned as a former backer. I spent $300 on this game when Brad was alive, and when I logged in and played it that 2 years ago, I was really disappointed. I kind of felt that they'd gone away, especially from the graphical sense of things, because graphically the game looked fantastic originally, and then obviously they've got rid of some stuff, or they've had people volunteering. You can't carry on living volunteer. I tried to get my past here before, because if this is a cultist, I'll be in trouble. It's not. I'm going to kill this though, because I want a bit of XP back. So we're just going to nail this to get a bit of XP back quickly. So yeah, I mean, I backed it when Brad was about. Obviously, Brad passed away a few years ago, R.I.P. But it's changed tremendously from what it was, and the game's really playable now. Even the group content's fun, and it's hard and it's challenging, but it is fun. You know, you can have a lot of fun with it, and there are some challenging areas in the game where you definitely have to be in a group. If you're not in a group, forget it. You know what I mean? You'll struggle. So it's kind of it is good that way, because I personally want that challenge. I don't want it dead easy. And I have to say, over the last 2 weeks, especially the last couple of weeks, I've really, really enjoyed myself in the game, and that's credit to the team that have done a great job. But when I was on the Discord originally, when they opened up the champions for me to get in and do the testing, I gave a lot of critical feedback, but in a professional manner, because whilst I'm like any other human being, I'm quite happy to slate the living daylights out of something that's garbage. And this was by far playable then. It was very, very, very ordinary game. There wasn't any fun factor in it. Everything just felt really dull. There's a few things that still annoy me at the moment, putting things behind levels. You know, like you can't raise your so I can't do anything in tailoring which requires 15 or above. What's that all about? Why are you even doing that? I mean, putting that behind a level cap is really. If you just want to be a crafter, and you don't want to be a leveler, you're knackered in this game. You can't do that, and I think they've missed a bit of a opportunity there. I'm kind of hoping that they change that, because I think there's there's an opportunity to make this a better game than what it actually is at the moment. It's the same with this gathering bullshit. You know what I mean? The nodes, there's not enough nodes around. I mean, come early access, when the early access kicks off, this has turned into a rant, guys. But I don't mean it to be a negative rant. I mean it to be just my critique of what I see in the game at the moment, and which I think could improve. And there's a lot of tubes out there, you know, like that have made comments on this. And there's a lot of people that love the game, and I'm happy that people like that. I mean, I'm looking for a fresh home, and at the moment, this is probably looking like my new home for 2025, 2026. Because I've stopped playing EverQuest now. I can't play it anymore. It's the same old thing. Server opens, whether it be an official server or, you know, private server. You get in there, you level up to 60, you do some raiding, it gets boring, you do the same thing over and over again, it just gets repetitive. I've got to that stage now where all the goals that I had to play EQ1, I've already achieved, barring maybe an odd one or two, which are irrelevant, because there's not the masses there to do what you used to be able to do with EQ. And it's the same with the P99s and what have you. That's you know, I mean, I've not played on P99. There's Krell. You're about to see me kill Krell for the last time, and then my video's going to end, guys. I've not played P99 for probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 years now, and I used to enjoy playing on there with my friends. And people keep asking me, "You coming back? You coming back?" But nah, I'm not coming back to P99. It's game over for me on there. I'm not playing EverQuest again. I've had enough of it. I just want something different to play, and this for me is turning out to be the different. And I'm glad to say that I feel really good that I'm looking forward to playing this in early access, which is something I never thought I'd hear myself say. So credit to the team for that. But there's still a lot they need to do in this game, though, to make this game 100% more fun. And some of this leveling wall stuff, like I get why. I don't get why you can kill a level 24 mob in this game and it drops a sturdy spear, which has got no level restriction on it, which does 14 damage, and it's got less delay than a normal one has, which is fair enough because of low end stuff. But someone gave me one of them on my chamois the other day, I nearly had a heart attack. It was doing 14 damage, and if I try to make on my pally, if I try to make a spear it's hidden behind the level restriction. So I get an extra. I get damage 7, which is adequate for someone at level 5 to 10. Yeah, they can't use it till the level 11, but you can use a level 24 spear at level 1. I mean, what's that all about? They've clearly got some issues in the game here that they need to address with regards to losing some of this level stuff on items, because it doesn't work, in my opinion. It's not working. If someone's level 24, you can probably... The people that get to level 24 in this game quick are going to make a packet load of money out of this game, because what they'll do is go and farm these unleveled weapons. That's what I intend to do anyway. They're going to farm these unleveled weapons and sell them to newbies for 5, 6, 7 gold a piece. And drain the money out of the economy so that they can use it to buy stuff off of newbies that drops like dust and might and all that, sells for like stupid money on here at the moment. I've seen people offering 50 gold for a dust of might, which I looted on the very first day, and I'm like, you're not having it, I'm not selling it, because I was hoping to use it. As it's turned out, I haven't actually been able to use it on the character because I haven't got the skill up high enough to actually utilize it. So that's pretty much where we are in the game with regards to some stuff that's going on here. So you can look. This game's going to go. I think this game will. I think it'll be an instant hit on Steam, providing they do the things they say they're going to do. But if they decide, is that what I think it is? No, it's not. If they decide to hide stuff behind level walls, I think it's going to get criticised a lot. I think a lot of people are just not going to play it. I think they'll play it for a little bit, realise what's going on, and think, you know what, I don't want any of that. It's rubbish. So that's where I think it's going to end up. This game, it's going to be one of them. It'll either make it because the group content and the single player content is sufficient. There's a borderline on that at the moment. There is a lot of... I've killed a lot of stuff in duos and stuff like that you can manage as a single player, but it is a challenge. If you get 2, you're dead straight away, and you've got that XP you just got off that one mob. Like what happened to me there, I've got my XP back really quickly, but the higher level you are, the harder it is to get your XP back. Anyway, so thanks very much to everyone who's been commenting on all my videos from the race and classes. I really appreciate it. It's the weekend at the moment. Enjoy your weekend, guys. And I'm now going to log off and take a well-earned rest. And I give a thumbs up to all you guys that have said something on my videos, who watch my videos. I'm absolutely blown away by the amount of people that are watching my videos. Social media is that kind of weird thing. I'm a 68-year-old guy, me, so social media to me is unsocial most of the time. But I have to say the comments and the love that I've had on my channel have really, really impressed me. Thank you very much. And this is Cheeky Chap Gaming, calling it off for the weekend. Have a great time, guys. Thank you again. Bye-bye.